Why, hello there, it's Chris here at Shake the Box, and I'm gonna shake Worlds Upon the Wind. One day I'll figure out, like, how to conceptualize this series of videos. Anyway, as always, I know nothing about this game. I know only that it looks pretty neat, and supposedly there is a mode later on that I could use to learn Japanese. So let's jump in. I know it's supposed to be a relaxing game.
We were the masters of our world.
Kind of a chill experience. And I like chill experiences.
Trees bowed to our axes. Beasts and rivers alike ran where we willed.
Is that a bear? Really an angry honey badger?
We carved up the earth and took our rightful inheritance. But divine favor would not last forever.
That is some cool looking lightning. Like, one of my favorite board games is Tokaido, which is just a very chill game about traveling the countryside of Kyoto. Your win condition is to have a cultured experience.
Scorched our fields, and winds wailed against our shelters. We fought back with cunning and miracles to quell the shaking land.
What kind of game do you think this is going to be? Dude, you gotta shave.
And in our struggle, we shattered what we treasured most. All that remains is 10,000 shards, adrift upon the wind.
Hey, Upon the Wind. That's the name of the game.
Among us were some who listened to your words, O Enlightened One, and prepared for the end.
Oh, you guys are listening to me?
That inked our names upon a great scroll, shielding us from the shattering.
Gideon Offnet! Oh, sorry.
With our faith rewarded, we set out to reunite the world.
Is it worth reuniting, though? Oh. Oh, Enlightened One! Your prophecy told us that after the shattering, we're to put the shards back together one expedition at a time. Let's begin by rebuilding a Torii Gate. Mother of God, this will teach me Japanese, huh? Like, this is one of the characters I actually know. Fire. Is that mountain? Goddamn, I'm so much worse off than I thought. Drag glyphs to essence slots with a matching essence to activate the development. Oh, you see? You see, this is UI right here. I've been playing games. There are so many that just don't understand. That players would really like to know what terms mean. And like these are words you wouldn't even have to explain. But they took the time and they had the wherewithal to do it. So thank you. Essence. Well, alright. Development. So it looks like we're looking at Earth, and Craft, huh? Oh, and Mountain. And Craft. We're done with the building, but we'll need to redouble our efforts to open the gateway. Guide us with the sign, O Enlightened One. You can redraw your hand once. It even tells you what redraw and hand are. Oh my god, it's so nice. Like, it's unnecessary, but I don't care. I would vastly prefer that every game go out of their way to do this. I'm so tired of playing games where they have 97 stupid keywords and I don't know what any of them mean. We're ready to resume the preparations now. Let's open the gate to a new shard. A glyph with multiple essences can fill any matching essence slot, but a single glyph can only fill one slot. Alright. A radiance and a connection. So sun and mirror would work for one part and the other. Excellent! We'll need enough people to found a settlement when we get to the shard. Let's gather everyone at the gate. Gather the expedition. We are exhausted, but you're always with us, O Enlightened One. Grant us one last bit of will to embark. Let's invoke this glyph's blessing. Glyphs have invocations. However, the glyph to learn more. So this one says draw 2. I'm pretty sure I could figure that out. Do it. Right click. Oh, right click it. You see? You see? It's helpful even now. Because I'm stupid. Fill 2 random essence slots in a development. Done and done. Alright, let's do our first expedition. Please look kindly on us as we step out, O Enlightened One. We only need a foothold in this strange new land, just so the others can feel safe when they follow. You've already saved us from the shattering, so I trust you'll guide us to restore the world. I know you have better things to do than watch our every footstep, but if you nudge us in the right direction, we'll handle the rest. Interesting. Time to decide how to develop this land. Each site offers several developments, but only one can be active at each level. Activate some developments, then redraw your hand. The Boneyard, the Rock Garden, which can get us a ruined outpost, the Salt Flats. Requires change, but provides productivity and beauty, a tasty crystalline mirror sparkling beneath the sun. Requires stability, provides harmony and beauty. Requires life, but provides adventure. And then the mountains, the smoldering crater, requires change, provides adventure and beauty. Which could lead to lava-fed forges and natural hot springs. Oh my god. Hot springs, well obviously we need that. Alright. Activate some developments and then redraw. I would definitely like a smoldering crater. A little wind for you. Which of course is change. The shard's molten core breaches the surface of the tip of this mountain, letting out a sigh of relief. Can I start working on the lava-fed forges? Excuse me. Hopefully I remember to edit that out. Suddenly it's Dwarf Fortress here. Top. Right-click to cast all the invocations. Add 1 toil glyph to the top of the draw stack. Oh, that's what it means. That said, I need only stability and craft, and I have stability and craft. Metal well melts like wax in the lava flowing down these slopes. Beautiful. I can still do the Boneyard over here. Or I can gain 5 beauty. I don't know what the points necessarily do for us yet, but there are things. I'm gonna gain some beauty. And then I'll provide this for the Boneyard. Bleached remains of beast whose hooves once thundered here. I will then redraw my hand. When you're done, click End Foray. Why would I end my foray? I guess this is grayed out. I'm not allowed to do natural hot springs. It was one or the other. I wanted the hot springs. Alright, and foray. It's kind of a city builder? Like board game-esque city builder? The settlement is named Tataradai Forge Terrace after its lava-fed forges.
The glyphs you choose here stay for the rest of the expedition. Ones with more essences are usually better, but sometimes the invocations matter more. Pay attention to your essence counts, as keeping them balanced is important. Sometimes removing a weak glyph is the best choice. Okay. They stay for the rest of the expedition. Fill 2, discard 2, divine 6. See the top 6 glyphs of your draw stack in order. I mean, go look at 2. I don't know. The normal game probably won't help me become literate in Japanese, but it might help a little bit. Like, that is indeed 2. Interesting. Look at. For the next foray, we'll need to fulfill the foray goal of 7 harmony and 3 adventure. When selecting a place to settle, pay attention to how much of the goal yield it can provide. You pan the map using the right mouse button, or WASD. Good golly, that's a big map. So we got our little area over here. We named a town even. Alright, choose a foray location. Oh, you must explore. So we need 7 harmony and 3 adventure. The scrubland ain't doing nothing, but the canyon can do it. Mountain can do it, and the plains can do it. Mountains. Going for the canyon. Start the foray. All right, canyon. We want some adventure. This is your inspiration. Missing foray goals reduce it. If you run out, the expedition ends and you forfeit bonus rewards. Let's see here. 10 and 10. My quests. These will unlock new options later on. So a vine lattice reduces safety but provides a lot of adventure, huh? I like the look of this. It's quite pleasing to the eye. So goats on the wall and moss tapestry are pretty plentiful for us, but the murmuring ravine with floating stones seems like it'll pay out pretty well. We are looking for some harmony, huh? I think cliffside dwelling looks like a good payout for us. Let's go for the suspended bridge. I've already achieved one of the things. Now we just need a little bit of harmony. I need craft. Alright, let's do water. I could redraw. So I could also divine 6 here, right? I'm now making craft my top one. Discard a card, draw a card. There we go. Little caves turned homes line the face of the cliff, inhabited by people who shun the comforts of everyday life. Why would you shun those? Comforts are great. I love comforts. I mean, we don't need to do Scrubland. We've accomplished our goals by cleverly interacting with our deck. So yeah, this is kind of like a deck builder, very much a board game-esque inspired one by the looks of it. And I dig that. So, why don't I really just, like, knock this out of the park here. Just, like, really get a whole bunch of harmony. I'm gonna be harmony rich, let me tell you. Because an incense workshop in Bramble Hollow is going to pay out so hard. Unfortunately, I don't know if I can do... No, we could fill one. So, all we need to do is plop you there. And then plop you... Wait a minute. I want the Essence Workshop. Yeah, we'll do this. And then we'll fill one. You have betrayed me! I guess random can happen, huh? I wanted my Essence Workshop. Well, I'll get some bonus stuff anyway. But that's the end of that foray. I've accomplished my goals. Little Toatari. Sorry, Toatari. Rabbit Crossing. Afterwards, Rabbit Warren.
My heart is full, O Enlightened One. Thank you for seeing us through. Exhausted now, so we're going to rest and get used to our new home. To think, I was actually there. The very first time we stepped back out into the world. Tales of this journey will be told for generations. It won't be me on the next expedition, but I know you will look after my sisters and brothers just as you have looked after us. No doubt is left in my heart that soon you will restore the world to its former glory. Yeah. One settlement? Psh, I'm a two settlement kind of man.
Look at this, beautiful. Anytime between forays, you could finish the expedition. If you do this before running out of inspiration, you will gain a bonus reward. Let's finish the current expedition. Ainonjima. There, we got 50 insights. We've discovered Smoldering Crater, Lava-fed Forges, the Boneyard, Suspended Bridge. Those are my developments. Glyphs, relics, events, and landmarks are other things that could have potentially happened. Return to the Haven.
I've served you my life as your scribe of names, O Enlightened One, but the people beg for a prophet. Inspire me in your will, and I shall carry your commandments to the faithful. In the age before the shattering, your sacred word came to us through relics. If we're to hear your will once more, we must gather such relics. I only pray that we be worthy enough to reclaim them.
Find a relic by completing events. This is the haven from which we launch our expeditions. Continue to evolve as we resettle the shards. You can zoom in with the mouse wheel and pan with WASD. Haven. Christ, get these people. The people that made this game and just like plant them in every game studio ever. That way everyone understands that there is no... You can't have too many hot tool tippy things. Like tooltips. You can never have too many tooltips. Like every word that is significant in your game, if it's like a turn-based card builder, deck builder, I don't care. If you're using terms, this is how you do it. Like this is masterclass as far as I'm concerned. Just underlined, slightly different colored fonts. It stands out, and then just a nice gentle fade in, letting you know what the word refers to in the game. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for doing it right. These are your insight points. Insights are gained during expeditions with each established settlements. Like, I don't even need to know what some of these mean. I just really appreciate that they're there. It's thorough. You can spend insights here to permanently unlock new skills. Skills can provide numerical bonuses or unlock completely new gameplay systems. More skills will become available as you continue the story. You can use this gate to launch a new expedition. Oh, that's nice. Sakura. I haven't been to Japan since, what was it, like 2019? I miss it so much. This is the scroll on which the original survivors had inscribed their names. That's fun. I can click on all these people. Meditate on insights to learn new skills. Ooh. Calm down there. Alright, what we got? Inspiration skill tree. Glyph skill tree. Settlement skill tree. Oh, unknown at the moment. Events skill tree. So this would allows one more event to appear during each foray. Increases your maximum inspiration by 5 points. Allows you to reshuffle your glyph deck and draw a new starting hand 1 time per expedition. Don't we already have that one? Oh no, that's a mulligan. It's a new starting hand, not a draw more cards. The rarity tier of glyph rewards by 10%. Increases the number of glyphs drawn on stage start by 1. Grants an insight for every 10 yield points of any type that do not directly progress the foray goals during forays. Huh. I have 50 points to spend. So I can't get you or you. But I could get... I like rarity. You know what? Events are good. Let's grab you. And let's also grab... maximum inspiration by 5 points. Like, that seems useful, but also, like, something that someone as skilled as I do not need. To put a bowl back together, you must first gather all the pieces. I study fraction and saying unity. Unity is a daily effort. We contemplate the canyon to see the layers of the old world. If we're to hear the Enlightened One's voice again, we must consecrate holy relics in this strange new world. Alright, let's go get some relics. Well, I was kind of hoping, like, we build slowly over the map, but this seems to imply that this might be the kind of thing that, well, like, our run could eventually be this whole island. Plains, small building, small building. I mean, I need 10. Pretty sure if I go to the plains here... Developments outlined with glimmers will trigger events. Events are little vignettes that can grant powerful glyphs and relics, but could also lead to negative outcomes. Alright, Sacred Grove. We don't have what we need for Sacred Grove, but we can game the system to get what we need from Sacred Grove. So let's do life. Water. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my top 5. Oh wait, that wasn't my look ahead top 5, was it? despair. Lose 4 points of inspiration, but... Yeah, let's just redraw. We're good. The Hollow Heart. The grandfather of the grove, a massive tree that has sheltered countless picnics, has begun to lean. On closer inspection, the caretakers find the trunk is rotted and much of it is hollow. Now stands as an empty shell, waiting for the first strong gale to snap it like dried reed. Opinions on how to deal with it are divided. A builder wants to fill it, a gardener wants to prop it, and a nervous visitor just wants it gone before it falls and hurts someone. Alright, at least 3 glyphs with stability in your deck. We don't know what will happen, but... Cut it down and replace it with a sapling. We can pack it with sand, cut it down, plant a new tree, or prop it up with bamboo crutches. I mean, if it's hollow from rot, I think the life glyph is how I would proceed. The cycle must turn. The old giant is felled with reverence, its fall shaking the whole grove. In the center of the fresh stump, a young sapling is planted, bathed in sunlight that hasn't touched this patch of earth for centuries. The wood of the elder is cut into small blocks and given to the settlers, a memento of the elder, the caretaker says, while we wait for the new one to grow. However, we lose 10 of what we're working toward, but we get a relic, ancient bark. Whenever you slot a glyph with life, gain 10 safety. The memory of a giant failed to make room for new life. Legacy event. You've encountered a legacy event. Choices made during such events have long-term story consequences. An old monk sits on a straw mat by the shard's edge, watching the cloud sea stretch to the horizon. He's prayed for guidance every morning since he came to this shard. Today he thinks he hears an answer. The Enlightened One wants the people to carry a small reminder of their purpose. Herbal scent, copper ring, charcoal bead, seed pouch. Herbal scent bag for me, please. The monk gathers herbs from the shard's edge and wraps them in cloth. The smell is faint but calming. Let the faithful smell the wilds, he hears his mind. Not of the grand incense and decadence of the past. The sachet is simple linen, stitched shut, hanging on a rough cord. In days to come, monks will pack these with dried mugwort, mint, and cypress shavings to share with anyone who comes asking. Whenever a natural development is activated, restore 1 inspiration. The Enlightened One said, let the faithful smell the wilds, not the grand incense and decadence of the past. I heard you're looking for explorers to help on expeditions. Well, here I am at your service. You have my gratitude, friend. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, allergies have just been ruining me. You have my gratitude for answering the Enlightened One's call. The journey of the faithful shall be arduous. We'll need skilled scouts to explore these new lands. Good luck. That's exactly my specialty. What you call luck is a sign of the divine will. Go now, with the Enlightened One's blessings. Alright, new quest, surveying the shards. Finish a survey. Surveys happen every 3 forays. Alright. We need but a few more points. Thankfully, we can get but a few more points. We're gonna be okay. Shabam. Get pointed. I would love natural hot springs, but alas, we have not the parts. I guess we could fill 1 just for poops, kamahahas. And then I'll gain 5 just because, why not? And then I'll end my foray. The settlement is named Shirasuya. No. The White Dewfields. +2, bonus insight +2, and we got 2 relics. Whenever you slot a glyph with life, gain safety, and whenever a natural development is activated, gain inspiration. Okay. I feel like I don't have a lot of spirit essence, and fill 1 is pretty useful. Provides change essence, but of course we're more interested in this conjure. Invocations. Conjure. Conjure ground. Add 1 ground glyph to your hand. That's interesting. Like, it's not so much fill a random, it's like just get a thing that you know exactly what it's going to be. That could be quite handy. But of course, you know, something that's worth 2 things is good too. This is a new discovery. We haven't seen that before. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. I want this shape. This shape is right here. It's new. I'm taking it. Okay. I need a little adventure, and I need a little beauty. Damn, there's a lot of beauty to be had in the plains, let me tell you. Go to the plains. As long as we get those 5 adventure, we'll be all right. I think that should be our starting goal here. Get 5 adventure. He said, there it is. Oh my god. I was getting a little worried. I'm like, where's my adventure? We know the steppe don't have no adventure for us. Oh boy. Alright, this is fine. Let's not get overly aggressive with our planning here. Wait a minute. I could just right-click this and I win. At least I win one of the parts. We still need to get that adventure. So, Pilgrim's Rest. We need Pilgrim's Rest. And now we unfortunately need some stuff we don't have. We need that connection essence. Let's go ahead and get the beauty out of the way, just so we're safe and sound. Start working on that road post. Kind of into the painted ceramic shop, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Instead, why don't we... Wait, am I allowed to put it here? Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's go ahead and do the painted pillars since we have what we need for it. And redraw hand. Uh-oh. Do we even have that essence? Well, it's concerned now. I can get toil, but I don't need toil. Lord knows I can't do draw 2 right now. Oh boy, getting nervous. I can get wind chimes out of the way. It's gonna go on the top of the draw stack. That's the scary part. Like, I want to do discard 1, draw 1. So we don't want to do you. Putting toil on top don't help me none. It don't help me none at all. So I'm going to do wind chimes just because I can. We're going to go ahead and draw Divine 1. Oh. We're so screwed, man. I actually do have it. It's join. It's, it's one of the bottom 3 cards here. Of course. Of course. The next card. Is there any way we can make it happen? Had we done draw 2, we could have gotten it. Oh, this foray is a disaster, man. It's named Kazane, Sound of Wind, after its wind chimes. Lost a little inspiration because I didn't get both. Well, now I know I really want more of this symbol. Man, play is a complicated kanji. So right now, my deck has 3-3-3, 1-2-2-1. So yeah, my goal is to get more of this and more of this, so definitely grab play. Alright, we got a foray again here. We need some productivity and some adventure. Oh, hell yeah, the forest has so much adventure and so much productivity. Ooh. Buckwheat into kudzu, both have events. It's just, the thing is, events are fun, and I would like some events. We only need 5 adventure. Now that I'm looking carefully, Pilgrim's Rest, frustratingly, is the better choice for us because the other adventure is going to require everything. I can't help myself. The simple fact of the matter is, that's very exciting. Like, I want to do it. The threshing is finished, the grain safely stored in the granary, and the hulls gathered in huge piles. The wind rattles through the pines with a dry, whispering sound. The settlers, exhausted from the harvest, complain of backaches, claiming that the straw mats offer little relief from the hard, cold ground of the New World. A seamstress offers to make pillows out of the hulls. They hold their shape, she explains, and they breathe. The farmers are tempted, but they could also compost the hulls so the soil remains fertile, though that will take some effort. I need these shapes. We know we only have one... No, it's 2 diamonds now. There's 2 diamonds in my deck. We have 2 triangles in my deck. And the circle I need is in my hand right now. And then an oval. Plenty of ovals to go around. Spread the holes on the earthen floor. Plow the holes back into the earth. Sew pillows for the community. So I don't need square, right? Like, I don't think it uses it, but burn the holes. I'm gonna sew pillows. Hold on. Does it mean in my deck period? Or in my deck currently? Because I only have one life glyph in my deck currently. But I'd have 3 in my deck overall. And I definitely have my one craft in the deck currently. So like these two are, if it's doing current deck, these two are safe. But either way, I wanted to sew pillows anyway. The seamstress works late, stitching rough cloth into sacks. The holes are stuffed inside, creating firm, cool cushions that cradle the head. That night, for the first time, the farmers get a good night's sleep. The soil may be hungry, but the people are rested. Whenever you skip a glyph reward choice, restore 5 inspiration. Sometimes a good night's rest beats 100 cunning plans. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and plop you in. We will gain 5, because why not? And now we just have to hope that we draw these 3, and also that 1. My God. I think we did it. We did it! Hot damn. Talk about lucky. What's left in here? Nice. Alright, we have a good distribution at the moment. It's not too bad off. The kudzu harvest has been most plentiful. The vines threatened to swallow the toolshed by the time they were ripe, and the tubers have grown to the size of a person's thigh. The tubers can be ground in the starch, while the vines could be turned into fiber for baskets or paper. Or perhaps we could import it to the American South and just watch it strangle every tree. Ever. It's such an invasive species. When I visited Tennessee, I was shocked to see like walls of kudzu everywhere. I was blown away. There aren't enough farmers to process everything, so the settlers have decided what to focus on. I see. It is based on what is... Actually, no, it's my current productivity. So yeah, I'm still not sure if it's currently in deck or just overall. But it seems like if I don't have it, it'll be grayed out. Refine the starch and make delicate cakes. Delicious. We already did a craft thing. Let's go and do a life thing this time. The settlers grind the tubers and wash the starch repeatedly in fresh water until it's chalk white. The starch is pressed into nuggets, steamed and dusted with soybean flour, resulting in sweet wobbly treats. It's like eating a cloud that fell in the mud, a child laughs, poking one of the cakes. Kudzu mochi. Whenever you gain 10 or more food at a time, restore 2 inspiration. Well, that was a hell of a expedition. I just happened to not get all of the productivity I wanted because I became just a little obsessed with this and forgot about the rest of my productivity. Whoops. Whoopsies. That's all right. I made additional inspiration happen. The settlement is named Mayo Uruno, Sprouting Fields. I'm gonna say that's like a win overall for me. Well, I do need more productivity. Not to mention, that seems like a nice, like, I need thing, and I'm willing to lose a little bit of thing. And I only have one of those, so yeah, we're definitely grabbing that. Product. After 3 forays, a survey team will go out to map a region of the Shard. You have to deal with a variety of encounters. Both challenges and opportunities. You can choose to end their trip at any time, but the further you advance, the more of the map you'll reveal. A dilemma encountered during surveys are resolved using glyphs. So we're not allowed to go all the way out there. $32, I think, is the best we could do. Oh. 32, baby. The Odd Rock. I don't know why I was like, yeah, I want 32 encounters! That seems maybe like a bad idea, but hey, I like I like stuff. This is a universal essence slot. It will accept any kind of essence. The survey team comes across an odd boulder in the middle of a path. It's unnaturally round and smooth, a little dome rising from the ground. On closer inspection, it appears to have faint carvings on the surface. Requires at least 10 knowledge. We could dig it up. Problem is it wants 2 craft to dig it up, huh? We don't have that symbol. Mark it with a signpost. Activating will reveal its outcome for all future expeditions. Oh, that's fun. Like, as you do more runs, you eventually, like, understand what all the outcomes will be. I do like that. Other games, like, they're always the same, but they don't tell you what they will do, so you have to remember. And, like, I sometimes don't remember. I mean, the simple fact of the matter is, we do not have 2 craft, right? My concern is I put 1 in there, and then what do I do after that? So let's mark it with a signpost. I really want to do the... I want to do that one. Oh, I can redraw a hand. There's still 1 of these in the deck. I'm gonna try. Conjure random. Add a random glyph to your hand based on the current rarity tier. And I get a little harmony. Bless store. Like, I could mark the signpost, but I'm gonna live large. Yes. The scouts start digging and discover that the boulder is the tip of an ancient building. They clear enough of the earth to find several relics to carry back to the scholars and record the site for future expeditions. Lucky Instinct, increase hand size by 2. When you play 4 glyphs each turn, discard the rest. Ooh. If you do not carry invocation before redrawing, draw 1 more glyph. If you do not cast any invocation before redrawing, draw an extra. And then once per foray, when you fill an essence slot in a development with multiple slots, another slot in the same development gets filled. I mean, that just seems good. Oh, that's so pretty. The scouts begin to notice an unusual silence in the air. The birds and insects have suddenly grown quiet. As they press forward, a tigress emerges through the tall grass, with 3 nearly grown cubs behind her. She growls, watching the surveyors intently. We have 25 food. We could just throw food to the tigers. We could light a torch. Or we could just watch the tiger's behavior. I'm gonna watch the tiger's behavior. The group remains motionless, cautiously observing the beasts. One scout slowly points behind him. Lying on top of a patch of flattened grass is a fresh animal carcass. The group slowly moves out of the tiger's way and are ignored as a reward. Unfortunately, I'm noticing a dire problem that redraw is for all of them. Like, I threw away a lot of cards when I made my choice, and now we are kind of locked in here. One of the surveyors is lagging behind, having filled 2 large boxes with extra rations and first aid supplies to deal with every possible eventuality. The rest of the team is growing impatient, demanding their slow teammate leave some of his load behind. Leave the extra rations? Leave the first aid supplies. Split the load would have been ideal, but alas. Food you could find along the way, right? The overburdened scout finally submits to the social pressure and leaves some of the food behind. It's a box of rice balls and pickled burdock root. Perhaps the wildlife will find it appetizing. A thieving wind. A fierce gust of wind sweeps across the field, bending the long grasses wildly. Suddenly, the survey team lags and maps fly from the notekeeper's satchel and scatter to the sky. Loose papers tumble through the air, chasing a scout's lost hat. Curses. We have no choice but to let the papers go. The surveyors accept that the wind has taken their records. They'll have to let the past go. Alright, so we have the most is life. We have a lot of life glyphs. So I think, do we lose water or life here? They're both essentially the same thing. They are blank, they don't have extra abilities. Let's ditch life. Alright, there was 32 possible encounters, but we had 4 of them. I see. So next up, gotta get a lot of stuff here. Oh. River seems like a great choice for us. Nice, even distribution of all the stuff we're looking for. Alright, river. I require... So how I need just 3. So if we follow this one, we'll get our harmony. And along the way, we get all we need of productivity. Problem is, we're not getting any food out of it. And it doesn't look like food's happening on this side either. We can get the productivity. And get the harmony on this side. Can we get... Alright, here we go. Water wheel can get us the food and productivity we need. And then we could do thistle fields for the harmony. So step 1 is figure out, can we efficiently handle water wheel? At the very least, we can do enough of water wheel. We can get started on water wheel at least? Like, unfortunately, we do not have productivity. So maybe we worry about thistle fields first. Crap. No, this is fine. This is fine. So let's go ahead and do... Maybe we do the big one first. Like, we need a lot of this. We don't need as much. No, this is what we're working on. This is the one. So we can't start water wheel yet. Water wheel gets us the stuff we need. We just need to do part 1, part 2, we're done. So water wheel, thistle fields. You can tell, like, my brain's just like, yes, I desire this. I guess an easier thing to do would be just hit up clay pits. No, if we're gonna, like, this is the only place for food. It's gonna get us the productivity anyway. Water wheel just makes way more sense. So it makes sense to get our harmony elsewhere. So let's put some water here. And now we've encountered our problem. Oh, we have a choice. We don't need it. We can go straight for that one, and that's the one I want anyway. A sparrow dives on a cicada in a sudden motion that seems to split the air in two. Settlers pause mid-step enthralled. It's an everyday occurrence, yet it feels significant. There's a brief moment to intervene. That's a much more adorable version than the one I saw. I was in Kabukicho, which the story's insane because Kabukicho is like, it's right in the middle of Tokyo. Like, it's city. It is dense city. And there was a rat, which is not surprising. Again, Kabukicho is kind of like, if you've ever played the Yakuza games, that takes place in a fictionalized version of Kabukicho. It's like the red light districts of Akihabara. Wait, Akihabara? No, not Akihabara. Of crap. Hold on. I'm a huge nerd, so I said Akihabara because it's my favorite place. But Shinjuku. It was Shinjuku. Kabukicho is in Shinjuku, which is like the red light district. It is a super cool place. Like, it has the Toho movie theater with Godzilla on the roof. Like, there's definitely fun touristy spots, but if you go down some of the more unsavory alleyways, it's definitely like the scary place. Like, there's like weird brothel-y type things going on. And they're not exactly the most, like, excited about foreigners and tourists being around, but on the main drag, you're totally fine. But we were looking for, like, weirdo places to eat, and we were kind of off the beaten path a little bit, and there was a rat. And a goddamn hawk just came down from a rooftop and just scooped it up and flew away. It was insane. Because, again, this is, like, middle of the city. Like, there's no grass anywhere for a little while. It was wild. I'm used to it out here because I live in the middle of nowhere with farm fields and forests. So, like, I've seen plenty of hawks just scoop up squirrels and chipmunks and what have you. But that blew me away when it happened to me. Anyway, story time's over. Save the cicada from the sparrow. If we have 25 harmony, we have 36. Meditate on the balance of nature. Or study the interaction. I'm going to study the interaction. I mean, the bird needs to eat. The cicada is easily caught midair, and the sparrow lands on the ground, the prey secure in its beak. After methodically pulling off the cicada's legs, the sparrow enjoys its meal, emits a satisfied chirp, and flies away. And we got knowledge! Alright, so what we need to do right now is kind of plan a little bit. We just need to make sure we have a square and an oval, which pretty decent odds in the deck. We can game the system a little bit as well. But for now, we will go ahead and, boop. Yes! Oh, super handy. There's only one diamond left in the deck, though, so ideally, if it's something we don't need, so oval, square, diamond. If it's not one of those, we want to put it on the bottom, right? On the bottom. And only redraw. Scary, scary. We didn't get two of the things we need. Let's get this started. We just need... Son of a bitch, it dawns on me we could have done that. Alright, well... Let's just fill one and see if we get lucky. Yeah! Alright. Alright, this draw one. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. God damn it. What's the noise? We drew one of this. Like, had we done the order differently, we could have potentially filled that. Man, and that's the one I wanted the most. You're killing me, dog. Damn. Most disappointing. Well, and the foray. Ooh. We gotta get some more inspiration. Losing steam here. Kuramase, Wheel Rapids. Spread. Spread connection. Duplicate a random glyph in your hand that has the connection essence. That sounds like a nice one to have. Target beauty. Fill a random essence slot in a Velvet board that produces beauty. Well, an extra diamond seems nice, and the fact that this can generate something we also want more of. Evening. Do do do. $30. Plains and small building. I think plains and small building here. Alright, so we need 30 all told. I mean, Pilgrim's Rest can just do it right away, right? If we if we had any of the symbols to get it started. Wow. That is brutal stuff. I have 35 adventured. We could draw two here. guess I could do... I mean, like, we can't do the granary, we can't do guardhouse, we could do tea house, or we could do buckwheat fields. I do kind of want to do tranquil garden. Paper screens glow with lantern light. But, yeah, Pilgrim's Rest is kind of important. We have to do Pilgrim's Rest. That's how we get through this. We have to do that one. So I think draw 2 is looking pretty likely for me. Continue 1. Fill random essence slots in a development or task with any filled essence slot. Yeah, we're gonna draw 2. It's expensive. We can get more adventure. God damn. We still have redraw hand. Wait, no. No. Chris. No. It has to be that one. Good God. The garden's master florist is preparing an arrangement for the township's founding ceremony. She must choose the anchor, a single strong branch reaching up into the heavens. Everything else will bend and flow around this anchor to complete the arrangement. She studies the available choices, noting the true essence of each branch. The supple willow, graceful in resilience. The budding plum, a promise of blooms to come. The twisting pine, a strong, sacred vessel. The budding plum. Although I'm looking for adventure. No, I like this one. The budding plum. The florist selects a slender plum branch, dry, but for a few tight pink buds. She anchors it completely vertical, emphasizing the starkness of the wood, and supports it with a line of pale reeds bowing away, leaving a wedge of empty space. Finally, she adds broad, dark green leaves just above the water level, drawing the eye to the tiny buds waiting to bloom. We got a new glyph. Plum. Flower arrangement has always been an interesting one. I dig it. It's not something I've ever done, but it's something I would probably like to do at some point. God, redraw hands making me nervous, man. I have so much. I will sacrifice a little bit. Redraw hand. You have killed me. There's no more squares in my deck. I'm a dead man. Maybe if we do this and this and this. Oh wait, I didn't need to because we have the split. Oh, I keep on forgetting about how awesome you are. Yes. That's goddamn right. The settlement is named Sensuida. Garden Pond Fields. Lost a lot of adventure. I kind of need more adventure now. 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 2, 2. Gain 20 adventure. God damn right I want you on my deck. Beast! Where to now? We need adventure. We're looking for, like, big adventure numbers, really. Like, 25 adventure on the river there seems good. At the same time, we've been like really swinging up this side. There's like a whole section of map over here. Thing is, like, going that way for adventure doesn't seem to be... Oh, wait, Rocky Cliff has lots of adventure. I wonder if this is, in fact, a board game you could play. There's obviously elements of this that, like, you couldn't do in a physical board game, but there's a bunch you could do. Like mountain, plains, river, cliff, town, like, you could have those as cards that when you flip over, you have your various glyphs you need, and they have the payouts you need. It's not impossible. But again, this kind of reminds me of Tokaido, which is a game where it's like, whoever is the most enriched, like, spiritually enriched, like, did you stop and look at the cherry blossoms? Did you rest at the hot springs? Did you help a stranger on the road? Like, that's how you win the game, so to speak. Not that there's really a strong competitive aspect of the game. It's just like a really chill board game. I do recommend Tokaido if you like chill-ass board game experiences. Alright, so... I may have played myself. No, I have not played myself. There is a road to victory here. Pilgrim's Rest with Post Road gets me 5. Crap, we lose 5 if we're on our way. No. Yes, no, I do lose 5. Oh, god dang it. Wait, we can... oh, no. Well, I did take a thing that gains me adventure, right? If we draw that card, we're gonna be okay. So we should aim for getting some adventure. So bird nesting cliff here. Kind of lock us on that path. Cool. So we're gonna be all right. We got 15 adventure. I was looking at the -5. It's for this. The numbers first, then symbol. So yeah, we're more than okay as long as we finish that. Now what we want is a little food and a little beauty. Which, bear with me. Done. Sucker! I will instead go for the wildflower meadow. See, I like this because I can play the board, or I could play the cards. Like, my objectives, it's up to me to fulfill them however I want. A herd of wild horses has descended upon the meadow. Perhaps their ancestors were once beasts of burden, but little of that docility remains. They're currently treating the magnificent blooms of with the same respect as the... Sorry, I forgot to read for a second. Treating the magnificent blooms with the same respect as one accords common weeds. They're rooting the view, a settler grumbles, watching a particularly chubby pony chew on a bellflower. And besides, we could put these beasts to good use. If we have at least 20 food, we could draw them away with a better offer. We can capture the horses and put them to labor. We could drive them off for stability. Do we want to capture the horses? Capture the horses. Ropes are braided and halters are fashioned. The boldest settlers approach, confidently surrounding the herd. Sorry, I'm laughing because I can already see we made a bad choice here. In the ensuing scuffle, the horses expressed their opinion of employment with a precise application of their hind legs, leaving the hapless farmers bruised and scattered around the meadow. The herd disappears in the distance, leaving only hoofprints and resentment behind. You made your point, horses. You made your point. Like, I don't... Endless blossoms. Huh. I would kind of like to do that. Like, I need to finish my, Skybound Stair. But we can finish our Skybound Stair. It's not that hard. Okay, okay. This is the harder part. Duplicate a random glyph in your hand that has the essence connection. Continue. Fill a random essence slot. I mean, we should finish the one we need to win, you know? Hell yeah. These steps look like they've been carved for, or perhaps by, giants. Yet most can climb them with enough effort. Huh. Oh, I didn't have any. That's right. Why not? Alright. Didn't get the thing, but that's alright. We got all the other stuff we wanted. We got the things we needed to win. Kumo Kizahashi, Cloud Stairs. Your glyph deck has 4 spirit essences and 3 stability essences. Stability is a basic essence, which is crucial for starting initial developments. Having too many advanced essences may leave you unable to activate desired developments before redrawing. Your deck has 18 glyphs. Having too many glyphs can make it harder to draw the really good ones. Consider removing glyphs that have only 1 essence. You're too kind, game, and you are right. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. I think I'll get rid of another kind of standard issue. Let's survey over here. The bitter water. The scouts had been rationing water for days. They finally reach a stream so clear that every stone beneath the water is visible. 3 thirsty travelers rush ahead of the group and, dipping their vessels in the water, take a drink. They immediately spit it out. The water is unbearably bitter. Some suspect the stream's been cursed by spirits. Others worry it was contaminated upstream. Boil the water. I mean, search upstream. If you're worried that it's been contaminated, I feel like that's what you want to do. Although I can boil the water, which is the smart thing to do right now. Although if it's bitter and clear, boiling might not be the solution. Let's search upstream. Going to use the things I have duplicates of. A small party walks towards the stream's source. They discover a mineral spring gushing from pale rock into the main water source. They confirm it to be a source of bitterness and mark the point on their map. A naturally athletic surveyor has taken the lead and is setting a blistering pace, completely oblivious to the fact that half the team is panting and struggling to keep up. When asked to slow down, he argues that moving fast will save them days of travel. I have the harmony to do it. Rotate the lead position. The scouts agree to take turns walking in the lead, naturally evening out the pace. When a slow person's leading, fast walkers keeps running ahead and coming back, unable to restrain himself. Discard 7 negative? I'm not sure I understand negative glyphs. Spread connections. Duplicate a random glyph in your hand as connection, and then place this glyph on top of the draw stack. Like, I do want more of these two. They're the ones I've been trying to get more of for a little while now. I'll do drift, because drift just sounds cool. One of the scouts had accidentally torn the strap of her sandal and, out of embarrassment, tried to hide it. She's now limping and slowing the pace of the group. The team is frustrated that the scout hid the problem, while the scout's defensive about not wanting to be seen as a burden. Repair the sandal. There's only one more after this. But there's only one more square in my deck. I don't like my odds. Take turns with the good sandals. I think using ointment might be good. One of the scouts digs out an ointment from her pack and helps her injured teammate apply it. Medicine doesn't heal the sprain outright, but it certainly eases the pain. A recent landslide has deposited a massive pile of loose earth and uprooted shrubbery across the pass. The mud is already settled, but it's still a major obstacle. Scramble over the top. Build a causeway over it. The surveyors lay logs over the mud and pack the gaps with smaller branches until the mud is barely visible underneath. They get across safely, and the causeway will help the rest of the expedition once they catch up. It's time to just gain 5. Gain 6. Gain 6. No reason not to play these, right? We just need a whole bunch of fishy symbols. I could do that. The forest and the plains. I actually kind of like the idea of reaching the end over here. Floating Lantern Festival, hell yeah. Sky Ropeways, hell yeah. Well, I won't be doing Sky Ropeways just yet, unfortunately. The game's not wrong about my deck building. And now, I require another one of these. God, I love that paintbrush so much. The rains came hard this season. The river swelled, spilled, and took more than it should have. A few homes were washed away, stores of grain, precious records, and whole crates of tools were swallowed up. As festival season arrives, settlers debate whether the celebration should be cancelled or if this is the time it is needed most. Share a single moment of light. Cancel festival, focus on recovery. Damn, I don't have enough food. I'm so close, though. Share a single moment of light. No stalls, performances, or feasts were held. Instead, the settlers gathered in the evening to send off a single shared lantern. As the lantern floats away on the calm river, someone hums an old song and the crowd joins in, one by one. Now that is a hell of a card. Boy, howdy is it a hell of a card. I can add a recollection glyph to the top of the draw pile, which is exactly what I need to start building the next thing. And then we redraw it. Can't believe I didn't draw it in my earth. Sorry, stability. I get you in there. Oh crap. I'm only gonna get 10 out of this. My math was poor. I get so excited by shiny. This is fine because I can do this. The settlement is separated from its fields by a deep valley. The villagers have stretched ropes between the cliffs and attached baskets that be pulled from one side to the other. As harvest time approaches, the villagers face a new problem. The children of the settlement have discovered that playing in the basket is their favorite way to pass the time. They spend their entire days racing each other across the gorge and inventing new games in their baskets. The farmers shake their heads in exasperation as baskets are left stranded on the wrong side of the valley. Their harvest loads end up delayed, the fruits and vegetables left to wilt in the sun. Let the children continue, give the children responsibilities, build additional baskets. Make more baskets. The farmers gather wood and rope and commission extra baskets from the artisans. The work takes time, but soon there are enough baskets to carry both the harvest and the children with no delays, making the sky ropeways busier than ever. When a survey includes a mountain biome, increase hand size by 1. Nice. Alright, so. We have to pray we hit the right kind of card. Well, dang. Gonna eat a little inspiration there. Okinawa. Hmm. 3, 3, 5, 2, 5, 5, 3. I think we're definitely in remove a glyph land. By fire. Finish expedition. I guess the idea is you want to kind of push your inspiration, right? Like, go as hard as you can without losing. Like, end your expedition before it gets too out there. But we've been doing a good job settling. Like, my goodness. I need 55 food. There's 15 food there. 35 and 25. 45 and 45. It's probably our best bet. Sorry, Tea House. You're not fooling me this time. Oh. Oh god, the game was right. Except I have 5! There's 5 life essence. This ain't on me. This is not my fault. This is not my fault. Okay. All right. I gotta remove more stuff, man. Come on, random chance. Oh, baby. All right, we got one good hit. I mean, it doesn't actually help us. But what can we put on top here? All right, if we put that on top, we're guaranteed to get one symbol we need to continue. So let's do it. I feel like I might as well just eat this, since I need a little food anyway, right? And then we redraw. Good, good. Yes, 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 yes. We only need, you know, 45 more. I can get 35 more on the left just by continuing what we're doing. So let's take advantage of you. And my paintbrush. Oh, this is an interesting conundrum. We have none of our brown ovals. Fill 2 random essence slots if developments would produce productivity. So, not gonna help us here. Draw 2 and sacrifice some adventures. Unfortunately, looking pretty likely. Although, a random rarity could help out too. Alright, so step 1 should probably be we just play our... It's unfortunate, but like we play a card here that... No, you know what? We can get started like this? Crap. Conjure random we want to hold on to. I can get 35 more if I finish this side. Which unfortunately just makes a lot of sense, don't it? God damn it. Yeah, if we do Fermentation Lodge... Actually, no. We don't need to finish Fermentation Log. If we finish this Fermentation Log, we get the same... It's the same thing, except this one has an event. Yeah, boy! The Fermentation Log was established by restoring an old ruin where huge jars of vinegar were found. Today, the fermenters open one such jar and taste the vinegar. This vinegar is the results in a disagreement. One woman claims it's too sweet, another too sour, and a third too bitter. They ask the chief fermenter to resolve their disagreement. It's too sour. The chief tastes a spoonful and puckers her lips. This simply won't do. It's unrefined, left to grow wild for too long. She instructs her employees to institute a daily regimen of measuring the acidity and maintaining a specific storage temperature. She follows with a list of rules for the proper handling of jars, split into subsections based on a jar size and material. Adapt 1. Add a simple glyph with a random essence not already in your hand. Discover 10 events. Achievement unlocked. Alright. Adapt 1. Mwahaha! Conjure random! Discard 7 negative! I don't know what 7 negative is, but... And 4. Taradira. Barrel flats. I think we're gonna remove a glyph again. Man, I do love Divine, though. But, like, burning some of our, singletons is nice, especially if they don't do anything. I need more brown. I might just grab that. Like, it's something I want more of and something I want more of. Like, it's not divine like I want, but... It's like a standard one, and we need more of it. Alright, I'll do one more foray. And then I'll finish Expedition just to see more of the, like, in-betweeny stuff that happens. Love all these little circles we got going on here. 65 food. It's a big ask again, guys. $40 and $25. That's exactly 65. I don't know if we could actually do that one. Won't stop me from trying. Let's see. That would be 35 on that side. I can make it to 60. And if I use a card, I can do it. It's not impossible. It is not impossible. We have to do this top one, because 35 is the best we could do on this. And then on this side, it's also the top one. Like, it needs to be the 10 and the 15 here. So let's go boopity boppity. Boopity boppity. At dawn, the bamboo grove lies unsettled. Several of the younger stalks have been snapped halfway up. No claw marks or footprints mar the ground, only the wind whistles through the hollowed joints, rustling the leaves in its wake. It could be last night's rainstorm, or wild beasts, or perhaps travelers taking a shortcut. The broken stalks lie waiting. Seems wrong to leave them untouched. Make some chopsticks. Build a tipping fountain. Oh, I love tipping fountains. Or carve a shakuhachi flute from the bamboo. I have 191 beauty. You can't stop me. But I love tipping fountains. I know sometimes they're called deer scares. A simple shishi odashi is built beside the grove's footpath, a hollow tube filling with water until it tips with a sharp, deliberate knock. One can't help but listen for it. The first time you cast, discard, draw, one glyph. See? Learn from this, other developers. Please. There are so many games that are so much more complicated that just don't understand how useful this is. Alright, I'll stop harping on about it. Okay. Boop. I have 4 and 3 left in the deck of that. But damn! And then, boop. And with that, we redraw. Curses. I could put on top you. So I don't want to put you on top. And I don't want to store. I think our best bet here is, I have plenty of beauty. We'll lose a little bit to gain some of you. Just because we're going to get a lot of bonus stuff out of that. We really have a nice, nice relic set up to let us really maximize our, our gains here. And we'll do the same thing. Boop. And now we're going to draw and discard. Yeah! Thank you, Relic, we recently got for that discard, draw, and additional, because we failed and then we succeeded. Wha-bam! Apiary, baby! I don't know where we're going to keep the apes, but it seems like they have a lot of bees in there at the moment. Inakake. Rice Hanging Plateau. Like, literally, the glyph we got let us finish that one. That was perfection. Recycle one. Ooh, from the discards? That's pretty good. Gain 3 yield points of each foray goal. Gain 10 in conjure fruit. Alright, we'll take this opportunity to remove. Again, we're kind of just like, I have 5 of these. I want to remove my boring brown ones. I'm surveying over here. The team stumbles upon a grove of trees, drooping under the weight of plump fruit. They look a bit like old-world persimmons, but they've grown wild since the shattering. The scouts are quite hungry, but they find it suspicious that no birds or insects seem to be touching the fruit. Try the fruit raw. I don't know about that one, my friends. That just sounds like a bad idea to me. Try cooking the fruit. The team sets up a campfire and boils the fruit into a sweet, nutritious paste. They leave with their bellies full and their rations replenished. The explorers find themselves in a narrow valley with steep, high walls. The path twists through exposed stone and small groves, occasionally opening into patches of grass. The valley branches out into several nearly identical paths. The scouts worry that choosing the wrong path could strand them in a dead end or leave the group wandering in circles. Personally, I would say follow the sound of the water, but we don't have that card at the moment. What we do have, though, is climb the valley wall. A scout scales the steep valley wall to get a better view of the landscape. The climb is difficult, but when he makes it to the top, he sees that one path curves toward the open grasslands, and the others move further into the hills. Discard 2, draw 2? Done? Are you kidding me? The team approaches a creek that has swelled into a wide stream rushing across the landscape. The water's chest high and moving at a dangerous speed. Is it lifted up because it's the only one I can't do? Build a makeshift bridge. Can do. The team lay a few logs across, and everyone manages to safely cross. The bridge will serve the rest of the expedition when it reaches the stream. Deep in the forest, the survey team finds an ancient bell tower, its bronze bell still hanging at the top. On closer inspection, the scouts realize that the bell is barely attached and may soon fall. Study the bell? Ring the bell. Really daring, huh? Listen, I want to study the bell. One of the scouts sketches the bell and copies the designs decorating its surface. She also marks the tower's location on the map before the team departs. Bell. Gain 5. Gain 20. Let's divide and see what we're gonna draw. Gain 10. Yeah, sure. Discard. And draw. Gain 10. Gain 5. Min-max as best you can, right? Man. I've almost been playing this for 2 hours, and I have to have dinner. I really like this, though. And I feel like we have a general feel for what's going on. And like I said, if we finish the expedition, like I feel like I don't want to. I want to keep going. Shard cultures. Oh. Oh, interesting. No more than 50 harmony, but a lot of safety. Oh, that's neat. Like, we can kind of, like, pitch ourselves into certain cultures. So we're not making this one happen. Not making this one happen. Not making this one happen, but... we have a tight-knit community. And I think we've also gotten the overgrown communes. We need a poem. We can get that one going. Neat. Okay. But I want to see, like, what other stuff happens if we do this. Are you sure you want to finish the expedition? You will gain 28 bonus insight for returning before inspiration's exhausted. Here's the thing. I have managed to put together... oh, it's backwards. Whenever a natural development is activated, restore 1 inspiration. And when you skip a glyph reward or choice, restore inspiration. I could go... like, I'm back up to 25. Like, I could... Pretty sure I could fill this entire island. But I want to explore more about the game. So we're going to finish the expedition and see what happens next. Even though it hurts my soul a little bit. Like, we have a really good relic collection for a long-form expedition. Like, we could, I dare say, do this whole island. And it's getting pretty tough. Like, 35 and 35. Witness as a man continues to not do what he says he has to do. I could do food, but not adventure. Like, smart play would be angle for more adventure than food. Yeah, like, we're definitely getting to a point where, like, these are getting hard. Does that say 70 inspiration? Good golly. You know what? If that literally is saying 70, like, if we've gotten so deep in that it's that big a deal. Maybe I do one. Maybe I do one more. One more. Just one more. Good golly. Good God, Lemon. Alright. We could do food if we go to the forest and mountains there. I dare say adventure is just not going to happen. It's like the best we could do. 25. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Like, this could be it. Or it means 10. If it's 10, that's one thing. But again, I think we're, like, deep enough in that the game is going to be, kind of pushing us here. So the top one gets us all the food we need. Kind of want to do the Dragonfly Theater over there. And why shouldn't I? It's kind of an easy one to get to. I'll get at least some of the adventure we want, right? What? Not allowed to do Dragonfly Theater? Oh, I chose the wrong one! That's right. I did say I wanted the stuff I need, I guess. Damn it. Like, obviously, we want the fermentation lines. Like, that's how we get through this. Yeah, it would have been 70. We're only losing 15. Alright, so, like, we are getting to a point where we're probably going to have to ditch the expedition. And I think now's a good time. Like, if we're losing 15 and it could have been 70, we might as well blow this popsicle stand, right? Soba ate. I think we're at remove glyph time, maybe? I have 7 triangles. If I have an individual triangle. See, I already got some back. Get stop me. They want 24, 24, 16, and 16. Yeah. $80 inspiration. Yeah, it's time to say 32 bonus insights for me, please. But that's a nice one. Iraijima, a tight-knit community. Lots of relics, good developments, fun events, encounters. No landmarks yet.
The expedition was a success. The shards are full of new adventures, new places to explore. You've done the Enlightened One a great service. The maps you bring shall serve us well in days to come. O Enlightened One, the shards are ready to receive us. On the next expedition, we shall raise a capital. With that, the scattered can begin healing in earnest.
Establish the first shard capital, a central hub that shares yields with connected settlements, growing stronger as more are linked. Its state carries over between phases. God damn it, I like this game. After 6 forays. All right, and then finish the first conversions. You can view previously resettled shards here, as well as explore potential shard cultures. The type of society a given world shard can develop. Shards with notable cultures are revealed at the end of an expedition, based on the yields, narrative choices, or other decisions made by its settlers. This game is awesome. Are you learning Japanese? This game has a mini-game for practicing Japanese. They are completely optional and assume basic familiarity with the language. Would you like to enable it now? Yes. I will do terribly. This is the scroll in which the original survivors have written their names. Nowadays, novices read it to practice their glyphs. Click on the scroll to start a kanji practice minigame. Lets you practice the kanji of all the glyphs you've discovered. I'm gonna save that for on stream so I can make myself look like a jackass. Increase the maximum number of encounters per survey by 2. Easy choice. Grants you a choice of random relics at the start of each expedition. That's a pretty easy choice as well. Allows you to preview events before starting a survey. Drawn at the start by 1. I mean, a mulligan would be really good. One point away. Oh, lordy. I mean, I'm gonna spend my points. There's a lot more to this game, but as I may have mentioned, I do kind of need to eat food. And this has been going on a lot longer than I anticipated. It's also clear there's going to be other stuff happening on this map. I can't guarantee it, but it's a sense I'm getting here. Want to collect stories from all the different shards. List of potential shard cultures. Some are part of the main story, but most can arise on any shard under certain conditions. Each shard culture will develop its own history. At least 100 beauty and a poem. Alright, I figured that all out on my own, but this game is excellent for just, like, understanding that it's nice for the game to tell you. Cross-shard travel. Cool. Alright. Nope, no console commands. So yeah, this game is awesome. It's super chill, but as someone that rather enjoys like deck builders and puzzle games and board games, this really scratches a lot of itches at once. I really like that cards are multi-purpose. Not only do they share symbols that you could use to complete your objectives, you could use them to just gain the currency you need for your overall like quests on any given survey. That's a really neat feature. Like, it feels satisfying to play. At the very beginning, I was worried this was going to be a game with absolutely no substance, but the more you play, the more it's like, oh no, there's depth. There is depth to this. And it does a nice job of slowly becoming more and more demanding as far as the things you're trying to achieve in each location. Add to that the cultures, which are like these separate little quests you're trying to accomplish, your own little goals. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of meat on this particular bone. So I really dig this one. I didn't think I was going to stream this after I did a shaking video, but I'm definitely going to stream some of this as well. There are certain folks in the community who I think are really going to dig this game. I don't think it's going to be quite as far-reaching as most of our common stuff, but that's okay. Like, I feel like Shake the Box is a community-oriented experience where I'm trying to, like, hang out with people and stream. I like chatting with people in the YouTube comments, even though YouTube does a terrible job of letting me know when people reply. And the Discord is a glorious place where I like to hang out. And a good part of my experience is, like, everyone can find the new Call of Duty. You don't need my help finding Slay the Spire 2, but like smaller niche experiences like Rift Wizards and larger but still niche things like Dwarf Fortress are where I find my comfort zone. And so even though this will be even more niche than those niche things, it's still worth my time to bring this to as many people as possible, because that's what this series is all about, right? It's about me playing a game blind for the first time, giving my initial thoughts and feedback, just kind of wallowing in the game for a little bit and feeling what I feel, and bringing your attention to it. Like, these are niche games that I hope that if this is your kind of game and you find this video, that you're excited to find a new game to play. And if this is not normally your kind of game, but you think, hey, that's actually kind of neat, I'm kind of curious about this one, maybe you'll check it out. Or maybe you'll see this and you'll think, this isn't my kind of game, but it's my friend's kind of game, and so on and so forth. Like, together, we will help each other find fun games that aren't AI slop garbage trash fires and are worth our attention. Anyway, I've been Chris here at Shake the Box. I hope you've enjoyed this shaking look at, excuse me, Worlds Upon the Wind. Oh, I was doing so well, too. I haven't coughed for like an hour. A special thank you to everyone on screen right now, the YouTube members and the patrons. You guys are making the dream possible. I love you. Thank you so much. And if you, gentle viewer, are new here and want to help me out, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comments in particular, and the like button in particular, are super helpful. It's how videos get traction with the stupid algorithm. If you want to support me in a very direct means, there are links in the description below. But for now, I hope you had fun. I sure did. And I will see you next time. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, and of course, come say hi in the Discord and pop into the stream. I'm now live on YouTube whenever I'm live on Twitch. Bye.